Okay, we will be starting now. I'll give you a little bit of an introduction about what we are doing and what's going on in the class right now. Okay, we are currently doing the eighth chapter, lesson 8, changes around us. Okay, how do changes takes place? In this lesson, so far we studied about some types of changes. Okay, because when we look into our surroundings, when we look around us, we see various types of changes that are taking place. Okay, we see the sun changes to goes down and moon comes. The day changes to night. Okay, that's one type of change. And how a dough changes into a chapati. Okay, how plants change, they grow up. Okay, so changes are there, a lot of changes are there that take place around us. And some types of changes we studied in the previous class, that is natural and man-made change, natural changes that happen on their own, man-made changes that are done, that humans do, okay, done through human intervention that humans do. Then we saw periodic changes and non-periodic changes. Periodic changes which happen at a regular period of time. Okay, those changes which happen at a regular period of time are periodic. Non-periodic changes that can happen anytime. Okay, periodic changes means change of seasons from summer to the rainy season and then the winter season. The change of seasons, a periodic change. Non-periodic changes are changes that just happen, can happen anytime, like an earthquake, like a flood that can happen anytime. Then we talked about reversible and irreversible changes. Reversible changes, those changes which can be converted back to the original form. For example, when we are when we are having water, okay, we freeze it and it becomes ice. Okay, then we take the ice out of the freezer and let it melt and it again becomes water. That is reversible change. Then irreversible changes, those changes which cannot be reversed. For example, a child grows, becomes an adult. Can the adult go back and become a child? No, that is irreversible. Okay, now physical change and chemical changes we talked about. Okay, physical changes means change in the. Hello Zoe, hello Eva. Good morning.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, physical and chemical changes. Okay, we talked about physical changes means change in physical properties, change in shape, size, color, and taste. Okay, of anything. Chemical change where a reaction is taking place. Two things are reacting with each other and a reaction is happening. Okay, that is your chemical change. Now, today we will talk about biological change, slow and fast changes, desirable and undesirable changes. Okay. Now, biological change. You know that there are things, okay, under biology that comes under biology. Okay, they are living things. Okay, they are living things. The biological components of the earth, of the ecosystem, are living things. Okay, such as plants, animals, human beings, birds, reptiles, and so on. Okay, fish, they are all living things. Now, biological changes are the changes that happen in living organisms. Okay, biological changes are changes that happen in living organisms. Okay, there are so many changes that can be carried out by a living organism or occur in a living body. Such changes, which are possible by the means of living organisms, are called biological changes. Okay, they are possible through or inside a living organism. Okay, they are biological changes. Some examples are development of a plant from seed. A seed is growing to a plant. is a biological change. Why? Because you know, plant is a living organism. Okay, a plant is a living organism, and the change is taking place from the seed. It becomes a plant. Okay, it is a change in a living organism. So it is a biological change. Development of leaves, flowers, and fruits in the plant is also a biological change because it's happening inside a biological component. Okay, inside a living thing. Okay, then when plants prepare food by using water, minerals, and carbon dioxide, that is also a biological change. When plants they prepare food using water, minerals, and carbon dioxide. Okay, and then formation of bones and blood. Okay, from the food in our body, or when a child is growing up, is also a biological change. Okay, so all those changes that are taking place in the body of a living being are known as biological changes. Okay, now some changes can be of multiple types. Okay, you cannot say that if a change is just physical, it cannot be any other type. Okay, if a change is just physical, okay, we cannot say that it cannot be of any other form. A change can be physical in nature and reversible, physical and reversible at the same time. Okay, in the same way, a biological change is also chemical in nature. Why so? See, in some biological changes, reactions are taking place, so reactions are happening. For example, when we are preparing the food, okay, when we are preparing food, okay, it is also a reaction. It is also a reaction, preparation of food in the presence of sunlight. Okay, that is also a type of reaction. So it is both biological because it's taking place inside a plant and chemical because it is a reaction that is taking place. Okay, because it is a reaction that is taking place. Can anybody give me the reaction for preparation of food by plants, if you remember? What is or how it happens? Anyone who remembers how plants prepare their food using sunlight? No. Okay, I'll show you one image. We'll show you one image. Okay, just a minute. There is a process known as photosynthesis. Okay, there is a process known as photosynthesis that happens in plants. Okay, what happens in this process is that plants prepare their own food. Okay, through the process called photosynthesis. Now, when carbon dioxide, okay, combines with water in the presence of sunlight, okay, when CO2, carbon dioxide combines with water in the presence of sunlight, it produces energy. Okay, it produces energy in the form of glucose. Okay, it produces energy in the form of glucose, which is plant food. Okay, which is the plant food. So, what is this happening? Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight produces energy. Okay, produces energy in the form of glucose. This is what? A reaction. This is a reaction. Okay, and wherever we have reactions, okay, it is a chemical change. Whenever a reaction is happening, it is a chemical change that we know. But this reaction is happening in a plant. And a plant is a living being. Okay, this reaction is happening in a plant, and a plant is a living being. So it is also a biological change. Okay, it is a chemical change and a biological change. Both. Okay, both the changes. Now, similarly, the food that is digested in our stomach, okay, the food that is digested in our stomach happens through an acid called hydrochloric acid, HCl. Okay, it enables digestion, helps in digestion. An acid called hydrochloric acid, HCl. Okay, it breaks down the food particles. The HCl breaks down the food particles in our stomach and digests it. Chemical reaction because an acid is involved. Okay, because an acid is involved, a chemical reaction, but also a biological reaction. Why? Because it is happening in our body. We are living beings, and it is happening in our body, in the body of a living being. So also a biological change and a chemical change. Okay, so changes can be of more than one type. One particular change can be either not any one type, but more than one type. Okay, changes can be more than one type. Any doubt in biological change? Any questions in biological change?
No,
No? Anything you didn't understand? You can ask. No? Okay. Now, slow and fast changes. This is very simple. Some changes happen very fast, and some changes happen very slowly. Okay. Some changes happen very fast, and some changes happen very slowly. Okay. For example, this is a very good example. If you've seen people celebrate Diwali festival outside, okay, if you've seen people celebrate Diwali festival outside, you must have seen there is a thing called a fulgari, means a stick-like thing is there. A stick-like thing is there, and it is like that, and then it burns. When you light it up, you light the tip of it, and then the whole thing burns. Okay, if you've seen that cracker, it's a kind of a cracker. Okay, so that thing is there, and then there is a candle. Okay, there is a candle. First, tell me, have you seen a surgery before? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So both, if you burn at the same time, if you burn a fulgari and a candle at the same time, you will observe that a fulgari burns within 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, and a candle will burn maybe for an hour, a whole candle, or 2 hours. Okay, a fulgari will burn within 2 to 3 minutes, while a candle may take 1 or 2 hours to completely burn. Okay, why? Because the fulgari burns very fast. Okay, the heat will travel from here at a very fast rate. Okay, and it just burns. But candle is a small flame and it slowly burns, made up of wax. Okay. Also, it is because of their composition. Candle is made up of wax and The fulgari is made up of some mixture of compounds such as potash and all three components with which crackers are made, and they burn very quickly. Okay, so the burning of fulgari is a fast change, and the burning of a candle is a slow change. Okay, burning of a candle is a slow change, whereas burning of a fulgari is a fast change. Okay, and both are chemical changes. Both are chemical changes, but one is a slow change, one is a fast change. Okay, in the same way, when a person is growing up, okay, a plant is growing up or a child is growing up, it takes years. Okay, it takes years for a child, a little baby to grow up. Okay, years of time. Whereas if you want to grow, you know, um, a small sapling, okay, and you wait like how much time it will take from a seed to a small sapling. Okay, it will take a few days or maybe a month, a few weeks, a few days or a few weeks from a seed to a sapling. A fast change comparison with a child to an adult. Okay, so some changes are slow, some changes are fast. The same type of change may occur at a different pace in different situations. For example, a man, a plane, a train, and a horse are running or flying with their full velocity. Okay, can you imagine which of these is changing its pace more quickly and whose speed is less than who? Who will be the third out of these and who is the slowest? What is happening? What we have? We have a man, a plane, train, and horse. Can you tell me which one of it will be fastest? But the condition is that the man is running at his full speed, the plane is running at the full speed, the train is also running at the full speed, and horse is also running at the full speed. Maximum velocity, full velocity means full speed. Okay, all of them are running at the full speed. So can you tell me which one of them will be the fastest?
And the
The
plane.
plane. Yes, that's right. The plane will be the fastest. After plane, what will be the fastest? After plane,
Train.
train will be the fastest. After train,
Horse.
horse. Yes, Hannah,
And the horse.
the horse. And after horse, man. Even though they are running at their full speed, still the plane will be the fastest, and the train, and the horse, and the man. Okay, why is that so? Because some things happen more quickly than the others. Okay, some changes happen more fast than others. Similarly, dry a cloth in the sun or in the shade, or dry it by shaking hands in the sun. Guess where the clothes will dry quickly. Okay, it will, if you dry it in the sun, it will dry more faster compared to drying it with shade, drying it under shade. Okay, and the drying by doing flip, moving it with your hands by shaking hands will be the slowest. Okay, burn a fulgari and candle. This example I've told you. Both are chemical changes, but one is a slow change, one is a fast change. Now, desirable and undesirable changes. Any doubt in slow and fast changes?
No, ma'am.
Any doubt? No? Okay. Desirable and undesirable changes. Some changes are good, some changes are bad, depending on different point of view of people. Okay? Depending on how you view it. Okay? Depending on the point of view of people, some changes can be good, some changes are can be considered bad. For example, when firecrackers burst, okay, firecrackers burst. People like to do it. Okay, people like or love doing bursting firecrackers. This change is good for the people from the people's point of view. But this brings smelly smoke, means it releases a lot of smoke in the environment, poisonous gases. So, from the environment point of view, it is bad. Okay. The same thing, bursting of firecrackers. From the point of view of the people who are bursting it, it is enjoyable, it is good. But from the point of view of environment, it is bad because it is polluting the environment. Now, similarly, forests are cut down to get crop fields and to make houses. This change is good for humans, but the change made from the destruction of forests is also bad because the habits of the birds and animals get ruined. Habitat, habitat of the birds and animals they get ruined, and the balance of nature gets spoiled. Do you know that the forest is a whole ecosystem? Many animals and birds live in it, depend on each other, survive, grow, sustain. Okay, forest is something that sustains them, protects them, helps them grow. Okay, but when it is cut down for making houses, it is good for the people whose house will be made there, but it is bad for the animals who lived there. Okay, because their home is gone now. It will be bad for those animals whose home is destroyed. So it depends on the point of view of yours, okay, of a person's point of view that you consider it as a good change or a bad change. Okay. Now, can any change be stopped? Some changes can be stopped. Some changes cannot be stopped. For example, we cannot stop the sun from rising up or setting down, but we can prevent the milk from spoiling if we store it in a refrigerator. Okay. Can burning a wood or candle be prevented from burning? Yes, we can. Similarly, iron can be protected from rusting. How? In the previous like sessions, I taught you how rusting happens. Okay. When iron reacts with air and moisture, water. Okay. A layer of rust happens, a layer of rust forms on it. Okay, it corrodes the metal, it corrodes iron when it reacts with air and water. Now, how can we prevent rusting? By applying paint, oil, grease, Vaseline, etc. A particular paint is there, okay, that is rust proof, oil and grease. Okay, particular type of paint or rust proof is there that is applied. If you've seen, like, if you recently got any iron thing made at your house, any metal thing made at your house, there is a brown colored paint, a rust proof brown colored paint that is applied, if you ever noticed. And then on top of that, your normal color paint is applied. But first, a brown color paint is applied, that is a rust proof paint. Okay, that is a rust proof paint which is applied on your doors and windows, which are metal. Okay, and then on top of that, you apply the normal paint. Okay, that rusting does not occur because this paint and oil or grease do not allow oxygen and moisture to reach the iron. Okay, does not allow oxygen and moisture to reach the iron. Hence, rusting does not happen. Therefore, rusting is prevented. Can aging be prevented? Aging means aged, like aging. No. But the changes that occur in old age can be avoided. Okay, in old age, a lot of changes occur. For example, we get wrinkles, we get white hair. Okay, our skin becomes saggy, our joints become crackled. Okay, we may develop some joint pain, some back pain because our body is not, very strong anymore. So, but those changes can be prevented, okay, through good food, proper exercise, rest, and preventive measures against diseases. The changes happening in the old age, we can prevent them by Eating good food. What is good food? What is good food? Pizza, burger? No. Good food is a food that is rich in minerals, vitamins, okay, fiber, and so on. Proteins, carbs, healthy carbs, proteins, fiber, vitamins. That is a good food, okay, which is rich in these things. Okay, so therefore, it is recommended that the diet you eat, okay, even now, the diet you eat should be combination. Combination means what? Combination means one thing should be rich in vitamin A, B, the other thing should be rich in vitamin C, D. Okay, then you should eat a salad with your food. You should eat a juice in the breakfast rich in vitamin C, salads which are rich in other vitamins, then fiber, some food which is rich in fiber. So your meal should be rich in different types of vitamins, proteins, healthy carbs. Then in the middle of the day, you can eat some nuts, such as walnuts and almonds and cashews. They are rich in K, potassium. Banana in the morning, an apple or a banana. Make it a habit, okay, to eat foods rich in um, various types of vitamins, fiber, carbs, and so on, proteins. Okay. So that is combination food. Combination food. Okay. That is good for our health. Then preventive measures against diseases are taken and so on. Okay. So changes sometimes cannot be stopped. Sometimes they can be stopped and sometimes they can be prevented. Okay. Sometimes they can be prevented. So this is about changes. That is about changes. Now, interaction. Any questions? Any questions in this topic, desirable and undesirable changes? Anything you want to ask?
Ma'am, I have a question about biological change.
Yes, Hannah.
Ma'am, the growth in human beings is also can also be said as biological change.
Yes, Hannah. Yes. The growth of human beings is also considered a biological change. That is right.
Ma'am, how
Yes.
about the ma'am, when we take in food, ma'am, the digestion is also biological change.
And when we take the digestion process, our digestion, yes, the digestion is a biological change, but more because it's happening in a living person's body, but digestion is also a chemical change. Okay, digestion is also a chemical change because a reaction is taking place. Okay, it is a chemical change and a biological change. Okay. In this lesson, further, we will talk about various types of reactions that happen. Okay, various types of reactions. We'll talk about various types of chemical reactions, particularly. Okay, various types of chemical reactions we will study. These are types of chemical reactions that we are going to study. Okay, and interaction among changes. Sometimes there is interaction among changes, means two changes interact with each other. Two changes, they interact with each other. Okay, how? When the bird flies in the air, it pushes its air from its wings, and air opposites to flying. This resistance of air helps the bird to fly. Thus, the body of the bird and the air, they interact with each other. Flowing air and the body of the bird, the wings flapping and the flowing air. Flowing air is one change. Wings flapping is another change. Both are interacting with each other. Okay, in the same way, uh, flowing water is there, water flowing. Okay, and a person swimming. A person swimming is a type of change. Water flowing is also a type of change. Both are connecting, interacting with each other. Okay, so that is interaction among changes. Okay, when two changes are happening along with each other, interaction among the changes. When you pour water on quicklime, it undergoes a chemical reaction. Okay, undergoes a chemical reaction. The reaction between calcium oxide, that is lime, and water, it results in the formation of calcium hydroxide, that is lime water. Okay, that is a chemical change, an example of a chemical change. So that is how interaction takes place among changes. We will stop here for today. We are going to stop here for today. 8.2 is your homework. Okay, that is your homework. You have to answer in one word about these changes, and then you have to, in the second question, you have to identify if the changes are biological or non-biological. Okay, now 5 minutes break for you, and then we'll be starting with the maths class. You can go have water, and then we'll begin with the maths class. Okay, let's begin. Videos on, please. Can I have the videos on, please, all of you? Okay. The topic that we are doing in maths is algebra. Okay. The topic that we are currently doing is algebra. And in the previous classes, we learned addition in algebra. Okay. Addition. Today we'll talk about subtraction. Um, Before going into that, I'll quickly tell you, I'll quickly revise with you the four rules of algebra. Okay. When the two terms are positive and positive, means when both the terms are plus, in plus or positively, and when one term is negative and the other term is positive, we subtract. When one term is positive, other term is negative, we subtract minus sign. When both the terms are negative, plus. Means that whenever different signs are there, such as minus, plus, or plus, minus, we always minus. And whenever same kind of signs are there, like plus, plus, or minus, minus, we always plus. Okay. These are the basic rules of algebra. Okay, okay, just a second. Just a second. Okay. Now, in the previous class, I also explained you that there are two methods of adding. Okay, one is the column method, the another one is grouping method. Okay, one is column method, the another one is grouping method. In subtraction also, you can either do it by column method or you can do it using the grouping method. Okay, for example, we will take one example. 2a square, 2a square plus 3b, 3b minus a square minus 2b. Okay, 2a square plus 3b minus a square minus 2b. Okay. Now, using the column method, you can write it as, you can group the like terms. Okay, you can write it as 2a square minus a square. minus 3b square minus. Okay, this is how you can write it.
Ma'am,
Using.
Ma'am,
the following method.
Can you repeat that, please?
Ma'am, is this the method we're using column or grouping method? Ma'am?
Uh, Hannah, this method is your grouping method. Okay, this method is grouping method, Hannah. Okay, and the column method works like this. I'm writing it here. Two
ma'am,
is yes.
won't it be plus a square?
Won't it be plus a square? Um. Oh yes, it will be plus a square. That's right. 2a square and a square are positive. Mhm. And 3b is also positive and minus 2b, so minus 2b. Yes. Okay. Now with the column method, you can write it as 2a square plus 3a minus a square minus 2b. That is how you can write it in column method. Okay. Now solving it 2a square minus a square 2 plus minus minus 3b. So sorry, it is 3b square. Okay, 3b square. So you are going to get 3 minus 2 is 1. So we don't consider 1 in algebra. Whenever it is 1, we just don't apply 1. Okay, b square minus b. You can just write it as b. Okay, and here it will just be minus only, I think. Eva. Yeah, it is minus only because we are subtracting here. We are not doing addition. We are subtracting here. Okay. 2 minus 8. One more example. Please write this down and then we'll see one more example, a little bit more simple example. Please let me know when you're done writing.
It's
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Hannah.
Ma'am, in the answer now, we are subtracting 3b square and 2b. Ma'am, why is it, ma'am, why is it b square, ma'am, at the end?
Why is it b square? Can you repeat the question?
Ma'am, I did not understand what you did there, ma'am, to solve it.
You didn't understand what I did to solve it. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, I didn't understand anything.
You didn't understand anything. Okay. Okay. I'm just clearing the screen and I'll tell you with a very simple example. Okay, just a second. Okay, have a look. Have a look. For example, I have an expression 7x my plus 2y. Okay, I have an expression 7x plus 2y. And from that I have to minus another expression that is 3x. Okay, I have to minus another expression that is 3x. What is grouping is that the same variable means x you put into one bracket and y is a different variable. So you just put it out. So what we can do is we can combine 7x and 3x together in one bracket. 7x minus 3x. And then plus 2y I can just write outside because that is a different variable. That is y, which is different from x. Now, 7x minus 3x, I can just do 7 minus 3. How much I will get? 4, 4. And x I can write as it is. Okay, x I can write as it is plus 2y as it is because there is nothing to solve with 2y. Okay, there is no y variable. So it's okay, Joshua. Now tell me, did you understand this much? This much is clear. 7x, Hannah, this much is clear. Abija,
Yes.
yes. What I did simply is combined the same looking variables together. That is 7x and 3x we take in the same bracket, grouping method. And 2y is different, so I took it outside. Okay, I took it outside. All right. Now, one more example. Okay, one more example. We will check out. See this. 4, 4a. Can I clear the screen?
Yes.
Joshua, done writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. For example, you have to simplify 4a, 4a minus, oh sorry, plus 3b plus 3b minus 12c, and you have to minus from this 2a minus 5c. Okay. 4a plus 3b minus 12c. From that you have to minus 2a minus 5c. Okay. So there is one trick that I will tell you. Okay, there is one trick that I'll tell you. You can add this instead of subtracting. You can add this instead of subtracting, but not exactly add 2a minus 5c. But what you can do is there is this trick in subtraction with algebra. You can reverse all the signs of this term. You can reverse all the signs of this and add it to this. Okay, you can reverse all the signs of the second expression and add it to the first expression. How? See, first I'll show you to reverse the signs. 2a minus 5c. When I will reverse this, what it will become? What it will become? Minus 2a plus 5c. Is that right? When I'll reverse the signs of 2a minus 5c, it will become minus 2a plus 5c. Okay, now I can add minus 2a plus 5c to 4a plus 3b minus 12c. This property is called additive inverse. This property is known as additive inverse. Okay, so now I will solve this. So when I'm writing it, how will I write it? 4a plus 3b, first term as it is, minus 12c. Okay, then add this, write this. Okay, minus 2a plus 5c. Put a plus sign. Okay, because we are adding the reverse of 2a minus 5c. Adding the reverse of 2a minus 5c. Now put a line. Okay, now we'll solve. Okay, so now 4a and plus minus signs are there. See, plus minus signs are there. When plus minus signs are there, the minus, this we know. So 4 minus 2, 2, 2a. Okay. And what signs do we use in front of 2a? What sign will come in front of 2a? Sign of the bigger number. Out of 4 and 2, out of this 4a and minus 2a, which one is the bigger number? 4a. And 4a is positive, so 2a will also be positive, means plus, no sign. It is positive. Okay. Try to understand once again. Okay. What I did is I used a property called additive inverse. Okay. There is a property in algebra subtraction called additive inverse. What we do in that is I will change the signs of this 2a and minus 5c, and instead of adding, I will change, instead of subtracting this, I will change the signs and add it. Change the signs and add it. So 2a became 2a became minus 2a, and minus 5c became plus 5c. Okay, and then instead of subtracting it, I am adding it. Okay, instead of subtracting, I am adding. But what signs do the inside of it works? What signs will work in the inside? See, 4a minus 2a and plus, because we are adding it. You can just write it like this. 4a, and you can just put this in bracket. So you will know that these two signs I have to evaluate, and minus plus is minus. So 4a minus 2a, 2a, and 4a is a bigger number. It does not have any sign. So 2a will not have any sign. Now 3b as it is plus 3b as it is. Okay, because nothing is there beneath 3b. No other 3b variable we have. Okay, no other b variable we have. So 3b as it is. Now come to the last one, minus 12c plus 5c. Again, minus plus. What signs we have? Minus plus. So minus plus is equals to minus. Yes, Hannah, that is correct. Minus plus is equals to minus. So 12 minus 5, 7. Write 7. Okay. C as it is, C. What about the sign? What about the sign? Check this out. What is the bigger number? 12. So 12 has what sign? Minus sign. 12 has minus sign. So here you will put minus sign. Answer is 2a plus 3b minus 7c. Okay. 2a plus 3b minus 7c. This property is called additive inverse. Okay. Additive inverse. You change the signs of one expression, and instead of adding it, instead of subtracting it, you change the sign and add it. Now tell me, did you understand? This is easy.
Ma'am, did you see my answer?
Did I see your answer? Um, no, I don't think so. One minute, Eva. Yes, Hannah. Hannah, your voice is really muffled. I'm unable to hear it.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear
Ma'am, I was asking if you could write the definition of additive inverse after that.
you. Okay. Yes, Eva, your answer was also correct. Correct answer, Eva. Okay. I will just write the definition of additive inverse. You can copy this. I'll just write how additive inverse is done. Like we don't have a particular definition in your book for additive inverse, but I'll just write for you how it is done. How will you use it? Change the signs of the subsequent expression and add it to the first expression. Instead of subtracting it, add it to the first expression. Adija, little bit, were you able to understand now? Little bit.
Sorry, ma'am?
Were you able to understand this additive inverse, even if it's a little bit?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, because this is the second chapter of algebra we are doing. Like we started from the very basic, okay, and then the chapter with all the terms and what is what, okay, and then this is the second chapter of algebra we are doing, and we are going to end it now. Okay, so but don't worry, later on I'll be doing this chapter with you again. Okay, so that time I'll explain it to you from the very beginning. Okay. Please let me know when you all are done writing.
Done, ma'am.
Done, done writing. Okay, all right. Now I will teach you multiplication. So whenever subtraction comes, this is what you can do. Okay. So for the second term, you can change its signs and then add it to the first term because adding is easier. The subtraction, there's a lot of students usually get confused a lot with direct subtraction. So you can just change the signs in the second term and add it to the first term. It becomes more easy using additive inverse property. Okay, but same answer you will get. Now, now we will be doing multiplication. Okay. Now in multiplication, it is very simple. Okay. Um, See, I will take a basic example with you first. Okay. 2 and 5 plus 4. Okay. 2 and 5 plus 4. What I have here is 2 outside the bracket you can see, and 5 plus 4 inside the bracket you can see. Okay, so what is done is either you can just do 2 and 5 plus 4. 4 plus 5 is how much? 9, and then 9 into 2, 18. That is one way. Okay, that is one way. Then what else you can do is 2, 5 plus 4. You don't have to write this, okay? You don't have to write this. This is just an example. 2 into 5 plus 2 into 4. Okay. Means the outside 2, I have to multiply it with 5. And then the outside 2 I will take and multiply it with 4. Okay. And then add it. So 5 2s are 10 plus 4 2s are 8. How much I will get? 18. Okay. Both the methods, same answer I'm getting. Both the methods, same answer we'll get. Okay. In algebra, we use this method. Okay. In algebra, we use this method because there are not just numbers, but alphabets with that we have to multiply. Okay, not just numbers, but alphabets also we have, which we have to multiply. So we just cannot just simply add the inside alphabets and then write it, multiply with the outside. We just cannot do that. So we use the second method. With the number outside, we multiply the first value in the bracket. Then with the value outside, we multiply the second value of the bracket. And then we solve it. Okay. And then we solve it. Now we will come to solving algebra questions. Okay. I think my network is really bad. Now come to solving algebra questions. So question says that multiply. Hope you're able to hear my voice clearly.
Yes, ma'am.
S plus 2 by 5. Multiply S plus 2 by 5. So by 5 it says. So I can write it as 5 outside and S plus 2 inside. 5 outside, S plus 2 inside. Okay, now see. This 5, first I'll multiply it with S, and then I will take it and multiply it with 2. First I'll multiply it with S, and then I'll be multiplying it with 2. So I will do what? 5 into S. 5 into S. This is S, okay? Plus 5 into 2. Okay. 5 into S plus 5 into 2. Now 5 into S. Missing, I've told earlier, but I'll still tell you. Okay. Whenever you are multiplying any number with a variable, for example, 10 into t, what it becomes? 10t. You just put the number with the variable together, put them together. Okay. You just put them together. Whenever a number and a variable are multiplied, okay, you just put them together. That is the answer. So 5 into S becomes 5S. 5S. Okay. Plus 5 into 2, 10. Okay. 5 into 2, 10. 5S plus 10. Now don't try to make this 5 plus 10, 15 and then S. Okay. Please don't try to do that. Just leave it in this form. Just leave this in this form. 5S plus 10 is your answer. Okay, because this is multiplication. 5S plus 10 is your answer. Whenever you multiply a number and the alphabet together, the answer is them together. Okay. The answer is alphabet and variable together. So 5s plus 10. Okay. Understood or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Then
Done. Okay. One more example. One more example I will tell you. Okay. Done writing all of you. Shall I clear the screen now?
Ma'am,
Zoe, Eva, Abijah. Done writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Then check this out. One more example I will show you. Okay. First with numbers and then with variables. Okay. For example, it is 2. Don't write this down. 2 plus 3 multiplied by. Whenever see two brackets are written like this now, 4 plus 6. Okay, whenever it is written like this, it means it is in multiplication. But now we can see addition. Addition is there, but between 2 plus 3 and 4 plus 6, it is multiplication. Okay, between 2 plus 3 and 4 plus 6, it is multiplication. So, what the method that I just taught you, multiply 2 with 4 and 2 with 6. Then multiply 3 with 4 and 3 with 6. This is the method that we use. This is the method that we use when we are multiplying. Okay. So how to write it? 2, 2 into 4 plus 2 into 6 multiplied by 2 into 4 plus 2, sorry, 3 into 4. This is 3. Blue one. 3 into 4 plus 3 into 6. Okay. That is how we are going to write it down. Just a minute. Okay. Now we solve. So just so what I'm doing here, I'm taking this 2 and multiplying it with 4 and 6. Then I'm taking this 3, multiplying it with again 4 and 6. Okay. Again 4 and 6. So you can do 4 in 4 to the 8 plus 6 to the 12. Okay. And 4 times 3,
excuse
12.
me.
Yes, Hannah.
Ma'am, my mother has a meeting at 1 o'clock every Tuesday, ma'am. So I have to leave early.
Okay, Hannah, no problem. You can just watch the last 5 minutes from YouTube, okay? I'll just post the link.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Hannah, bye. Have a good day.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. 12 plus 8. Now add here 12 plus 8, 20. And 12 plus 18, 30. Okay. That would give us 1 second. Let me just verify. 6 and 6. Three. not 6. This is 5 and 10. Okay, plus sign is there. Okay, so 20 plus 30, 50. Okay, 20 plus 30, 50. And this is how like you solve it. Okay, see here, um, plus sign is there. Why plus sign? Okay, I'll just re-explain to you. Okay, what is happening? See, I will re-explain to you what is happening or what exactly are we doing. Okay, first I'm taking the first term. I'm taking the first term, that is 2, and then multiplying it with the other two terms in the next bracket. Okay, so 2 into 4 from the next bracket, 2 into 6 from the next bracket. Then I'm taking 3 from the first bracket, and again 3 is going to 4, and then 3 is going to 6. So 3 into 4 plus 3 into 6. Why the plus sign in between? Because plus sign is there in between these terms also. Okay, and we've already multiplied here. So plus sign in the middle. Okay, plus sign in the middle. Now come to solving it. Solving it is very easy. 2 into 4, 8. 2 into 6, 12. 3 into 4, 12. 3 into 6, 18. Add them up. 8 plus 12, 20. 12 plus 18, 30. And then finally add them up to get it. Okay, this is how we will solve in algebra also. Okay, this is how we solve in algebra also. Quickly check. I'll do one question with you. Okay, I'll do one question with you. Multiply multiply 2x plus 5 and 2x plus 3. So I will write it as 2x plus 5 and 2x plus 3. Now what will we do? We will take this 2x and multiply it with 2x and 3. Then I'm going to take my 5, multiply it with 2x and 3. Okay, so I'll write it down like that. 2x into 2x plus uh, plus 2x into 3. Okay, 2x into 2x plus 2x into 3. Okay, or then 5, 2x plus 3. Okay, so what you can also do, you can also write it like this. Okay, this 2x I have to multiply, this 2x will come here, and this whole thing I will write 2x plus 3. Okay, plus 5 from the first expression I'll take outside. Inside again write 2x plus 3 because this is multiplying with this. Okay, now you will multiply. Now you will multiply 2x into 2x, 2 into 2, 4, 4x plus 2x, 4x square, okay, plus 2 into 3, 2x into 3, 2x into 3, 2 into 3, 6, and x as it is, x, plus 5 into 2, 10, x, because 2x is there, 5 into 3, 50, 50, okay. Now, we can add the middle terms, 4x square plus 6 plus 10, 16 x plus 50. Okay. One more thing I will tell you. One more thing I will tell you. When you are multiplying parts, for example, when you are multiplying 2x into 2x, 2 into 2, 4, and x is coming how many times? 2 times. So write x and write a small 2 on top of it. Okay. If it was, if I was multiplying it like, if I was multiplying it like 2x into 2x into 2x, what to do? Multiply 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8. Okay, first just multiply the number 8. Then x is coming, write 1x and count how many times x is coming. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, right? 3 on 2. Okay, remember this is not for addition, this is for multiplication. Okay, this concept is only for multiplication, not for addition. Okay, we do this in multiplication only. We just write a small 2 or small 3 on top. Okay, now once again, I'll explain you quickly once again. See, what I've done, this 2x, I have to multiply with 2x and 3, the second whole thing. So this 2x I've written outside the bracket, and then in the bracket I've written this whole thing. Okay, here 2x plus 3. Same way, this 5 I have written here outside the bracket, and this whole green cloud thing 2x plus 3 I have written inside the bracket. Now I will multiply 2x with this and this, 5 with this and this. Okay, so 2x into 2x, 2 into 2, 4. X into x is x raised to the power 2. Put a plus sign. 2 into 3, which 2 and which 3? This 2 and this 3. 2 into 3, 6. X is there only one x, so only one x. Put a plus sign, this plus sign, this plus sign. 5 into 2, 5 into 2, 10. X only one x, only one x. Then this 5 into this 3. 5 into 3, 15. Okay, I have written that. Now what I've done? 4x square as it is. 6x and 10x. 6x and 10x. Now see. If instead of it was here instead of multiplication it was plus sign. Instead of multiplication was plus. 2 plus 2 plus 2. My answer would be what? 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 2, 6. X. Okay. Because the x's do not square in addition. The x's do not square in addition means no small 2, no small 3, no small 4 on top. Just write 1x in addition. In multiplication, what we do? In multiplication, we just write a small this thing on top. Okay, so 6x plus 10x, 6 plus 10, 16. X as it is, plus 15 as it is. This is my answer. 4x square plus 16x plus 15. Now tell me, did you understand it or no? Did you understand or no? Zoe, Johanna, Eva, Joshua, Abijah.
Yes, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Abijah, did you understand? Like, little bit also is fine. You can just unmute and
Yes,
say
ma'am.
yes. Okay, I understand that you have today you stepped into a war field. Just kidding. Straight away into the algebra chapter. But it's okay. Like, I can understand that it gets tough when you just skip all the base and you get into the algebra chapter questions, like skipping all the introduction, straight away getting into the question. But don't worry, I'll do this chapter with you again. Okay, from the basics, right from the basics, I'll do the chapter with you again. But when we'll start a new chapter now, it will become better. So I will start a new chapter with you in the next class, that is fractions. Okay, I'll be starting with you a new chapter, fractions, on Thursday. Okay, why not tomorrow? Tomorrow I have an exam, so you will be getting a holiday tomorrow. But we'll meet Thursday, and Thursday we'll start with a new chapter, fractions. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's it for y'all today, and have a good day. Bye. See you.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.